yesterday.
Happy birthday, David.
And he's actually going to do the early spring scouting report of the defensive guys. Who's been bad? Who's been bad so far, David?
No one's bad.
There we go. Hey, he's been great. All right, appreciate it, brother. Right? That's it.
Yeah.
All right, see y'all.
See you, Coach. Thanks, David.
Thank you, brother. That wasn't exactly true, but no, it's
It
good.
sounded good.
Spring's been good. Day, was that day 4?
Five.
Day 5. So I had a good little scrimmage there and a lot of situational work. I saw guys playing with a lot of effort, some really good hitting, and guys flying around, like our length and our speed. And young guys all look good getting in there, and mixed bag. Some good, some bad, like you would expect. And it was good to be able to get out and just watch guys play today, and let them go out there first time without the coaches and get after it. So, we got a lot of guys going in and out, particularly in the back 7, and up front, But started off with the Paul drill, and that was good, physical. Really pleased with the effort and physicality there, and then again we got in a lot of first and second down situations, and then third and longs and third and medium, and then 4 down territory stuff. And again, there was a lot to be excited about and a lot to correct, and we got a long way to go to be a good football team, certainly a good defense, So our guys got a great attitude and have really been busting their rears, both in the film room and out here on the field.
How important is a guy like Mike Jones Jr. in your plans this year?
Yeah, I mean, we're counting on him, and I think he's excited. He's been working incredibly hard, putting a lot of extra time on his own, mentally and physically, and had a nice showing out there today. Really, I was pleased with the progress that he's made, and he's been paying attention and working hard, kind of laying in the weeds, if you will. And he's got a sense of urgency about him and a coachability. He's got a good skill set and really can do multiple things. It's not just one position for him, but he did well out there today and has looked good so far.
You mentioned sense of urgency. Are you seeing the same thing out of Xavier this year at the start of spring ball?
Yeah. He's got a good attitude, and he's got a good awareness about where he is and what he needs to do to make improvement and be a leader and to be accountable and all those things. So he's done a good job coming back with the right mindset.
Was he disappointing to you and the other coaches at all last year? I think maybe just from the outside, I think maybe more was expected of him as far as a breakout type of year.
I don't know. I don't look at breakout years, and all that, but he's just a young player, and thought he had a lot of good moments last year, and he got banged up and got a concussion. It's hard, man. You miss 3 weeks of practice. It's hard. So on anybody. So, but we were pretty good on defense last year, and he was a starter. And I don't know how many games he started. Anybody know?
9. Yeah, I was gonna say 7 or 8.
I don't know. We thought we were pretty good on defense, And so he doesn't have to, be Superman. Just needs to do his part, and he must have done that, or else everybody would have found him. And it would have exploited him if he hadn't been. So he did a great job last year.
Coach, those freshman defensive linemen, Brzee, Murphy, Capehart, I'm sure they've got a lot to learn still, but how much fun is it just getting your hands on them, especially with some experience in front of them this year?
Yeah, I mean, I know Coach Hall and Coach Bates, they get their hands on them a little more than I do. But, man, they're big, strong, athletic, smart, tough. Guys, they know how to compete and very coachable, and they've been working really hard to learn to know what to do and how to do it. And they've all had their moments where they look, really, really good, and then some other moments where, again, they're still learning just, again, what to do, like you would expect. But got great motors and great skill, and they're going to have to help us.
Some of the guys out at cornerback, has Sheridan Jones really kind of stepped up and caught your eye?
Yeah, Sheridan's done well. He's had a good spring, and is a much different spot than where he was a year ago. He's stronger and wiser, and playing with really good fundamentals and technique. So he's made, the improvement in the right spots.
Your thoughts on Fred and being that he's getting more reps probably
he's
than y'all
long. His head's spinning if you ask him, I'm sure. But Fred's done good. He loves to compete. He's always ready to go, and just learning how to practice and learning what to do. And he's getting again baptized. We split it up and have 2 skellies going on at once. I think we got maybe three scholarship corners that are healthy right now, and so you get a bunch of reps. But Fred's fun to be around. He's got a great attitude and a really hard worker.
With Nolan Turner out for the spring, that's your top 4 safeties from last year gone. You still feel pretty good about those guys that are coming back in the competition there at safety?
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. We lost a lot of really good players there. You just don't snap your fingers, and guys just, every bit as good. We got a lot of work to do, a lot of experience to gain. You do that through practice, through film study, through failure, through success, and got a long ways to go. But it's a good group of guys as far as talent, instincts, length, speed, athletic ability, and just got to get experience. And so we're as coaches, we got a sense of desperation. We got to find a way to get them ready, mentally, get them to know what to do, consistently, and trying guys at different spots and in different situations, and really trying to really learn more about their strengths and weaknesses, what they can and can't do, and this is the time of year to do that.
Tony, you mentioned Miles Murphy as a guy that's really flashed in. What have you seen from him so far?
Just the game's slow for him. All things considered, just comparing apples to apples, the game's slow. He's been very well coached. He comes with really good fundamentals, knows how to play low and with leverage, very explosive. He's long. He's not only got good linear speed, but good lateral movement and quickness, and he sees things fast. I would say like Christian Wilkins could see the game fast, and a lot of times you don't want guys to see too much, but some guys just naturally, they can see a lot, but they still do their job well. And again, he's got a lot of work to do there, but those are some things that jumped out. He's strong. I don't know what his weight room strength is. I haven't really asked the strength coaches there, but he plays strong. He's a good, strong point of attack guy, which again, for some freshmen, they're not able to do that. That's something that comes on a little later rather than sooner, but that's been good as well. I think he's got some natural ability as a pass rusher, really athletic and flip his hips, so we've been pleased with Miles.
How about Breezy? How's he been looking?
Yeah, it's
I know
good. He's missed a couple days right away. Maybe playing basketball or something, but he's just what you thought. He's high energy, high effort, big time motor. He's got a humility about him. He's trying to learn from the other guys, and the older guys are doing a good job. Niles isn't able to be out there, but he's doing a good job. Jordan is. Tyler's an older guy, as well, but everybody is trying to help him too, and he's done a really good job. Had a good paw drill today, and just learning how to play the game and getting some fundamentals down. And he's well coached. He's got a good set of fundamentals too, and some things you can get away with, some things you can't. And so he's learning that. He got some big, strong, athletic guys that he's going against on the offensive line and know how to play the game, and hand placement, footwork, and all that. So that'll come too. Again, he's a worker. He's a grinder.
Coach Sweeney was saying the other day he was pleased with your son Tyler at safety. What's it like having Tyler on the team now with Jake?
It's good. It's fun. They've been out there on the field together at times, and so that's been fun. Working both nickel and free. He played. He started at Daniel as his whole freshman year at safety, so he has a little bit of familiarity with that. But it takes a little time if you've been playing quarterback to learn how to backpedal and line up to formations and read keys and all that. But he's very instinctive, plays fast, very, very physical, and a really, really quick learner.
After a trial by fire freshman year, what's Tyler Davis's ceiling this year? What do you expect from him?
If he played every bit as good as he played last year, that's what you want. He played outstanding. As consistent of a football player as we had on our defense last year. Made all the plays he was supposed to make. And You know, just was just a great example in how you work, how you prepare, mature beyond.